Blog Talk Radio.
I love that song. So, what is going on? You have tuned in to another episode on the Move, Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion. And I got some feedback going on here, so I'm bringing my girls. What's going on, ladies? What's going on?
Happy Thursday.
How your week been?
Busy.
I know that's right. So let's start with you, Kim, because I believe you're the first number that I see. So how's your week been? Tell us what's been going on.
It's been okay. I've had some, as you can tell by my Facebook post, dealing with some things, people, like generally, like nobody in particular, just generally. And starting to get on my nerves. Let's just keep it real. Like, people are starting to get on my nerves. Like, the way they think or don't think is getting more and more aggravating, and I have to check myself on that on a regular. But, yeah. You know, I have human experiences. You know, I acknowledge them. And they're important. I really am just, I would really just like for people to just stop and think for themselves. Utilize that brain that was given to individual people for a purpose. You know, there's some strength and power in that thing. It has the ability to hold a lot of information. But sadly, we're not feeding it. You know what I'm saying? So these brains are dying, literally. These brain cells are dying, and people are getting dumber and dumber by the day. And some of it is by choice. And, you know, you got to deal with that. But for me personally, it's just very annoying. And I'm just paying attention to it. A lot of things are going on at one time. Not necessarily bad. I'm just paying attention to it. I know, you know, I'm going through a transition. Like I talk about that all the time, but I recognize it for what it is. Like,
wow.
We shall see. But tomorrow I might be going out of town, so we'll see. We'll see how that works.
Not Ohio?
No, ma'am. No. Not Ohio.
Okay. Okay. And I'll be coming down your way. I'm coming to Atlanta.
I know. Well, you know it. So are you staying with me? Well, you know the stipulations.
I can't do.
You know what it is.
You know I can't do the stipulations. You know I'm just not even in my. I can't do the stipulations.
You know what it is.
I'm sorry. I can't do the stipulations. But thank you.
Hang, you welcome. Okay, like if you can hang, you welcome.
Yeah, right. I appreciate you. What's going on down here to DJ? What's going on, DJ?
Hey, first of all, I'm laughing at what y'all talking about. That's number one.
Right.
Because I know that it's the God's honest truth, and I'm just, yeah. Yeah. Kim has been making me laugh a lot this week, and I appreciate that.
It's an inside joke, y'all. Scripted moment, right. Inside joke.
Yes.
No joke.
Yes.
Real.
Most definitely inside joke. So, well, it's really not a joke. It's a fact.
It's a fact.
And it's a fact. It's a real. It's a true fact. Because I crack up about it. Okay. How was my week? My week, first of all, every day I get up and able to live, I'm thankful. Thank you. I'm thankful. So, and being able to, my family is still here, my friends, you know, that's every day because people are going every day. So, you know, I get up just being thankful for that. Nothing that I've done, nothing special that I've done, but just God has just allowed me, and I'm thankful for that. Other than that, had some great meetings, met some new people, and again, just planning, you know, working with the, you know, in the organization is always so rewarding to be getting closer to different new things, accomplishments. Let's see. I'm ready to go on vacation. How about that? I'm ready to go somewhere.
DJ, you coming to hook up Atlanta in September?
Absolutely. And, I love Atlanta. Yeah.
Guess who said she's gonna stop by? Guess who said she coming? Take a wild guess.
It ain't gonna be Misty.
We're gonna make Misty.
Marie.
We're gonna make Misty. we have to gang up on Missy. I wasn't talking about Missy though, but we gonna, we'll pull up on Missy.
No, I'm saying that would be such a surprise. Be like, oh, what?
No.
So our Marie is coming.
Yes.
Is that what I heard?
Yes, our Marie's coming. Of course, Kim's gonna be there.
That is correct.
Dr. Storm is
all right. So we most definitely gonna have to hit some spots.
Oh, Marie is coming.
Yes, Dr. Storm coming. Yes.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Well, DJ coming too.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. What's going on, Our Marie? How your week been?
My week has been, I'm blessed to be up and doing well. This movie transition is taking a little longer than I thought.
Let me know when I can come over.
I had a lot more things in my home that stuff I ain't seen in years. So I'm like, But I'm glad to know that Marie will be there. I'll be there.
Yeah, let me know when I can come over. Marie, let me know when I can come over. Well, I'll have a housewarming gift. Are you going to have a housewarming party? Like, what's up with that?
I will. First, I got to get all the way in. I've never heard of, it's been taking me a month to move every day. I'm gradually moving. And everybody's kind of looking at me because no one, I guess, really do that. And they're like, what the hell? Are you going to move or not? I'm like, I am. I'm just kind of moving like 1 to 2 rooms at a time. It takes about a week. It's just been a lot. I roll differently, I guess. I don't know. But I'm getting there.
Your daughter's coming too. She got products, right? She's gonna
yeah.
Be
I don't know if she signed up yet.
She contacted me.
We've
been in contact.
I just reached out because I didn't flip on her, but I said, you know what? We always have to go behind you to help you handle your business. So this time you're going to prove to me, because I could have got a gift. I don't know what my gift would have been, but I could have got a gift. But instead, I'm giving you my table. I'm like, and all you really have to do is sign in or reach out. So if you really want to be a part of this, you will do that, because I'm tired of giving you a fish for the day. I'm either going to teach you to fish and you go ahead and fly off and eat, or if you sit there and wait, you may get in. If all the tables are locked up or booked up, then you're not getting in. Really that simple. People who lose a lot tend to wait for shit to happen, and people who win a lot make shit happen. So, make a choice. But besides that, I had a pretty good week.
That's so true. That is so true. Like, you cannot be afraid to. I'm sorry. This feedback. I apologize. You can't be afraid to take steps of faith. Like, everything is not going to be always where you can see the whole still world. That's not the way life is set up. Like, you got to take steps of faith. You got to do stuff and just, don't worry about it. Just have fun. Enjoy life. Shush. Just do. Yeah. So I'm excited. I can't, y'all. When I say the talent that's coming to perform, OMG is all I got to freaking say. We got Eugene Williams. A lot of them have been on our show before, so we've been promoting their music videos over the last year and a half or whatever. But, oh my God. Talent is going to be off the chain.
How many people are lined up to perform?
So we have let me see. We got Sizzle Blast, Nevaeh, Diddy Boo, Illusion, MGM Music Group, MC, Ms. Law, One Way Zay. Of course, I'm performing. Kenny gonna perform. Shane Chanel. We got Zoe LaRock, Jafari Yellow. We got Underdog Gawala. Like, we got, goodness. And we got basically 2 slots left. It's it's a 4-hour event. But yeah, they coming to do it. They ain't playing with y'all. Yeah. I am so and we have the DJ. And his name is, I don't want to mess his name up, so I ain't gonna say it yet. But we got the Bomb Diddy DJ. We about to freaking be out on the dance floor. I cannot go to a freaking event and be in there 4 hours with music and not dance. That is not about to happen. I can't even, like, that concept don't even hit me right.
Right.
What about y'all? Kim be getting down. Have y'all ever seen Kim get freaking down? Kim gets wild dance for an actor. Kim don't give a damn.
At all.
Remember at the Moody Gallery event we went to? You was turning out. You and the other one of the other the comedian. I think it was the comedian.
Yeah,
that was, oh yeah. That was,
yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
You know, I get in my zone, honey. I don't care.
That's gonna be it's gonna be fun, especially to see some of the people that we've been checking out over time, or to meet up. People bring their friends. It's gonna be fun. If you've ever, Kim, you've been to my gatherings, aren't they fun?
Yes, ma'am. They are. Their mom did it. I get it to you. She do it. She do the thing. She do the thing.
We have fun. Yeah. So this week we wanted to talk about. Well, I wanted to talk. It was me. I was the one who brought the suggestion up because I just want to talk about it. I just want to understand. So I decided to bring it to the round table. So I'm looking at in our age and where we are right now. Why are there so many unmarried women? You know what I'm saying? Single women. And I'm just like, what's really going on?
Well, what do you think? Share your thoughts first.
I mean, we definitely got a lot of relationships going on, so I don't understand why we don't have a lot of marriages. Why has marriages declined? And what is the side chick thing? Like, why is it that there are so many single women?
Yeah. I think a lot of it is due to how the feminine mind has become more masculine in thinking. That whole think like a man has come to head. A lot more women are more focused on their business, making their money, making sure they are secure, whether they're with somebody or not, just making sure that they are able to take care of themselves. So the thought of becoming more, and I mean it in the way that I'm saying it, independent, is on a lot of female women's minds. They don't want to just be self-sufficient. They are being independent. They're not any longer depending on men to do anything. And a lot of that is also based on the pool of available worthy men as well. And it goes both ways, but there's a bit of a shortage, on, I guess, men and women based, depending on what it is that you're looking for. So, a lot of women just decide, well, I'm just going to do this by myself. I don't have to worry about nobody in my face or not being in my face, not showing up, not doing their part or whatever. And they're just doing it for themselves by themselves without the drama. So it's like taking on the masculine role, the masculine energy.
But the thing is, you always hear women saying that they want to be married. Like most women, I can't think of too many. I mean, there are those women who, they have no desire to be married. Like they are happy single. They good. But most women want to be a wife. They want to be with that soulmate, that one that loves them enough to say, hey, we're gonna rock this for life. Like I haven't heard very many women say that that's not that they want. There are those, but I'm just saying overall. I feel like most women want to be.
I'm gonna have to agree with Kim. It's been on decline because back in the day in the 40s, 50s, they needed that mate, if nothing else, to just make ends meet. I need you in this house. I need your income. Even if I'm working, if it's 2 part-time jobs, you or mine, yours or mine, we can make it a full-time job. But right around the 70s, when women start becoming liberated, do you remember when, oh my God, I cannot remember what was her name. I can't remember her name. She sung I'm Catching Hell. I'm catching hell. Yeah, I remember in her story, when she started talking, and she was like, that, ladies, because a lot of women are like, anything you can do, I can do too. So now we got a lot more women in today's society that are firefighters, that are construction workers. There are a lot of women climbing the corporate ladder, and then there's also a decline in men. Our ratio is off, for like, it's been off. And with all the killings and shootings and dying, and, a lot of men don't really go to the doctors, there's a shortage, but I have a cousin who is extremely successful, who's truly, truly in love with her child's father, only wanted to get married to him, and it was just some foul play going on, and he chose somebody else. And to my surprise, because I'm like, oh, yeah, she'll bounce back, and she's going to keep moving. And academically, she did. She went on, got her RN, went and got her BSN, got her master's, and she's about to be a nurse practitioner. But she never did get serious again with no other guy. I myself have been married, and I was with the man for 16 years. And then when I think of all that you got to put into a marriage and all that you need to commit right now, I don't know. Maybe since I've raised all my children, I'm raising my oldest grandchild from the kindergarten. He is now entering 12th grade. And there's just so many things that I need to do. I personally, and I love my men, love them. And I would love to sit and chill, but right now I'm jumped straight into mode. Like, okay, now's a good time for you to go back to school. Now's a good time for you if you're gonna get into this entertainment or whatever you're gonna do. I feel like when you're in a relationship, you really need to give your 100%. Because if you're not, you're lacking. The relationship is really not going to work unless you're with somebody that wants to do everything. But right now, my concentration is not, oh, I want to be in love and have a husband. I mean, and I hope one day to have a husband as long as he's compatible to what I'm doing. Because I'm not slowing down to get in a relationship. I'm just putting my life on hold.
I hope you have. So you still have that desire to have, even if it's in the future.
I mean, there's a desire, but it is no longer. It's not on the top of my list like it was probably 20 years ago. Right now, I'm all about myself. What can I do to better myself? And a man is just not nowhere in it. I mean, he's just not.
So being single doesn't always only mean someone without a man. Like, if you're not married, you're single, even if you're in a relationship. You might be dating, or whatever, but if he ain't put a ring on it, you're still single. Am I right?
Well, I don't know. And plus, there's a lot of people now, especially the younger generation, that's saying, well, I don't need a ring on my finger. I know he's here. I mean, marriage, all that does is, some people feel like they're in a confinement. They're not looking at the beauty and the love of marriage. They're looking like, oh, now I'm married, and then the price of divorce then weighed and swelled up. I know quite a few married couples have been separated for 10, 15, 20 years. Nobody want to pay the money. It's crazy. It costs $25 to get married and about $500 to get divorced. Like, oh, well, if I find somebody else that I want to be with, then, I'll find this dude and I'll go ahead and divorce him. Other than that, I ain't paying the money. And that's just, a lot of people don't see the beauty and the love that it was designed to be. The world has changed a lot.
So let's talk about the ones that do. The ones who do want it. The ones who want it, who do feel like they want that. Why do we still have so many of those who are single? I'm just trying to understand why men are not putting a ring on it. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you have met someone and that person, you feel like that person completes you, then what is stopping you from making that type of commitment? You know what I'm saying? You've been with this person. My thing is this. Wait a minute. My thing is this. If you know that that's not what you want, that at a certain point, at a certain period, I don't know, 2 years in something, whenever it really hits you, and you know, okay, yeah, I'm cool with this person, I like this person, I'm digging this person, but I don't know if I could be married to this person. At that point, that's when you need to be like making that known to the other part, you know, to the male or female or whatever. But I just don't understand, like, there are a lot of women who desire to be married, like, want to be married.
I can't think of a lot, Patricia. How many do you know? Because I really don't know a lot.
Well, maybe because you don't hang with those.
It's just not a high priority no more. It's just not. It should be. You shouldn't just shack up with anybody and everybody, but it's not. You know, men are not, and it's sad, but it's honest. Men are just not as needed now in today's society that they were, say, 20, 30 years ago.
So what I'm trying to understand, at what point did we, I mean, marriage is not supposed to be about that know-how, though. Like, for real. Like, it's supposed to be about somebody that you love. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't understand. What's the need? I mean, I don't. If you feel like, I just think if you feel like you know you want to be with this person just because you need them, you know, that ain't who you're supposed to be with no how. Like, I don't know. I think there are men who are providers. There are a lot of men who are providers. I mean, not all single men is dogs. Like, some of them have that thing to take care of their woman. Yeah,
I agree. But you know, the older you get, and you know, of course, everybody's getting older. You know, there's less that you're willing to tolerate. Like, I was willing to tolerate a whole lot of shit 30 years ago, some shit 20, 15 years ago, 10 years ago, but and now where I'm at in my life now, I don't have time to put up with that foolishness, you know. And a lot of men, you know, a lot of people don't like to change, especially the older. And I'm cool with change, as long as you're not trying. I mean, there's nothing wrong with compromise, but I'm not walking on eggshells for nobody. You know, I'm not doing that. And I would like to kind of pose the question to the other ladies in our group. Are either one of you, because Trisha, I know that if Mr. Stout will ask you to marry him today, you would be, yes, you know, but you all up in love and it's wonderful. But like right now, that is not even an interest to me right now. It's not even on the table. So Kim and DJ, I would like to know, like, how do you feel about that? Like, do you really want to get married right now?
Before they answer, I want to go back to what you just said. What did you just say? You all love and upbeat. What was that part?
No, I said from what I have witnessed with my own eyeballs, I see the love between you two. Not only that, but Kenny, out of your relationships that you have been in, Kenny is actually the only one that I'm noticing that is really into the same things that you're into, as far as your business aspect, as far as the entertainment, as far as what you're trying to do. So not only is he supportive, but he's helpful. So if y'all are compatible on so many different levels, if he was to ask you to marry him, I can't really see you saying no, or I want to wait, your children are grown. I don't see a reason why not. Y'all good. Y'all real good. You know what I mean? Y'all real good. You know, the love is just there. You feel it, the energy. And it's beautiful. That is so beautiful. What I can see. Yeah. But I'm saying I'm not
you know
there.
What?
Like
you know what? Let me just answer that, and then we can get to DJ and Kim and see what they think. But you know what? The love between me and him is genuine. Yeah, it is. The energy you feel, that is what it is. Like, we definitely are a very good team. I'm not rushing marriage, though, in all honesty. Right. I'm just enjoying my journey. I'm enjoying every day, you know, being with him. And if that ends up being, I tease and play and pick with him, but ultimately, I would want the man to want to marry. That will be the thing that will make me want to get married.
Exactly.
If
but what I'm saying, y'all's compatibility is great. Like, I'll ask you a question, and he can answer the question, or y'all can finish the answer in sync. That's when you know people are in sync. Like, oh yeah, they close. I mean, our husbands could not stop our time and friendship. They got very intimidated. But girl, you at a place of love right now. You be like, all right, Maria, I'll talk to you later. Let me get out here with my baby. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's a beautiful thing. It's forward moving. But what I'm saying is that what I have witnessed, you and Kenneth are on such an excellent level, from business to personal, the complimenting one another, checking in on one another. And I think that is groovy. But you found somebody who's not intimidated by what you're trying to do. And not only is he not, he's helping you. He's putting his part in. You know what I'm saying? He's putting in the work to let you know he's there for you. And that is beautiful. But when I tell you that Kenny is a diamond in the rough, I mean what I say. I mean it.
Well, praise God. I'm so glad that I'm happy. He makes me happy. I'm happy. I'm not gonna say he makes me happy. God provides all that kind of stuff, but I enjoy. I'm happy with him. The smiles are for real. It's genuine. So I praise God.
They are genuine.
Yeah,
they're genuine.
So back to Kim and because I'm sorry we didn't took over. And they over there silent as a rough. So Kim.
Yes,
Kim. You still there, man?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I forgot the damn question.
I know. I'm sorry. Why are so many women still single? Okay, so still, the bottom line is, so a lot of people say there's a shortage of men, right? A lot of people say that. That's one reason why they say. A lot of men are in jail, or they've been, killed, or whatever, or they're not. They're not even interested in women. So you got a lot of scenarios of why they say a lot of women are single, even though they do desire to get married. And then some of the ones who find people, they usually find someone that, sometimes you got these side chick situations and stuff. So, yeah, but I think most women want to be single. I mean, they want a relationship. They want to be married. That's how I feel. Do you feel like most women want to be married, or do you feel like I know you said women are more independent now and all that kind of jazz, but do you feel like that makes them not want to get married?
That's one reason. Another reason, and not so much that they don't want to get married, a lot of women are not requiring marriage. So you have women that will be in relationships that'll be engaged 99 years. You know what I'm saying? You've been together forever, and there's no final, as far as paperwork is concerned, there's no commitment on that level. We're not requiring them to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're here, as long as you're here, and it's just me and you, and whatever, and you promise out your mouth, and this is what we're gonna do, then cool, that's it. We're accepting that. But again, when you're looking at marriage outside of the courtroom, the marriage is the commitment. It is the agreement that you all make. The going to court, the having the big old ceremonies and all that, that's the extra shit. You know what I'm saying? The marriage itself is the agreement that you all have with each other, the commitment that you all have with each other, the obligation, the wanting to have the obligation, the shared obligation that you have with one another, that you maintain, and you keep that. Every day you make a decision to be with that individual. Every day you make a decision to hold true to your word. So there's become a misunderstanding, one, of what marriage is supposed to look like in the first place. Then you have the fact that there are very little examples of happily married couples. you don't see a whole lot of that. But when we were growing up, our grandparents and great-grandparents was married literally until they died, and they was together like 70 years. You rarely see that now. Or they get together, especially when you're dealing with celebrities, right? You see celebrities, they get married 1 week and 3 weeks later they in divorce court. Well, why? You know what I'm saying? It's not being taken seriously. It is a business. People don't know how to take care of business. They ain't ready to take care of business, or they're going into a partnership but still wanting to operate as a sole proprietor. Well, you're going to have to give up some things. You can't run two businesses the same way. You can't do it that way. And if people are not willing to basically look at themselves, become healthy within themselves, be ready, because that's another reason people are not ready themselves to be married. I can't give you 100% of me if I'm only running on 20%. You know what I'm saying? So people are also just trying to get themselves together, making sure that they are prepared, give that commitment to not only the other person, but to themselves. A lot of people just don't want to cheat themselves or the other person, and that's fair. So there's a lot of, possibilities as to why we're not getting married. But like I said, the first time is we're not requiring the men to marry us. We want what we want. We want to, get what they're offering at the time, and as long as I'm still getting that, I'm good.
Yeah,
depend on the woman. Personally, why
buy
I
cow when you can milk for free?
Mm-hmm.
That goes back.
I would be okay. I'm okay single, kind of, but I want that. That's my makeup. I'm a partnership type of person. Yep, everybody ain't made that way.
Yeah. That's that's how I feel. I feel the same way, Kim. I feel like I'm there's something about my DNA or who I am that I am best in a partnership, in a relationship. Like I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I'm just more. I accomplish more. Things are more settled. It's just more pieces, more structure. I don't know what it is, but it's just I'm built. It's like that's where I'm like I am built to be a partner or a wife. That's just like my makeup.
Yeah,
which is probably why I have been in such long-term relationships and was married and stuff like that, because that's my makeup. And you're right. Maybe every woman is not made up. It's not. That's not who they have no desire. Like that's not what they want. They don't, at all. And they got nothing to do with not liking men.
Some men that I have talked to was like, what woman? Most women out here, all they want is money, and that's all you hear. That's all you hear on TV. That's all you hear. Where them bags at, baby? You got some bag. I was at a friend's house at a card game, and some guy was coming over, trying to get acquainted. She's like, oh, so you gonna fill my refrigerator up? So I don't know if she said it to try to show off for her friends, but like that was the last time I saw him at her house. He was like, damn, I'm trying to get to know you. But she wanted to know, are you gonna fill up my refrigerator and freezer? That's what we could do, but we could go shopping. But if the first thing come out your mouth is I want, then the guys are gonna know like, oh yeah, she needy. She want to be taken care of, I mean, and when you have a woman like that, then, or man like that, then, you kind of already insinuate what they want. That's not the type of person that you want to marry. Not when they coming off the rip talking about money. And a lot of women from our generation who went through a lot of divorces, divorce was becoming more popular, a lot of single parents, a lot of girls, especially girls and boys, really, as they're being raised predominantly, most of them are by their mothers, and they're singing how this single woman had made it and how she don't trust men. And that kind of, to me, in my personal opinion, to me is showing these girls, because I've had plenty of disputed arguments and discussions with my daughters who are 27 and 28, and their thing is, well, Mom, after you divorced our dad, you didn't get married again. You made it. You doing good. You single. You strong. You this, you that, and it's like, but I started off being married. And when I got married, I thought that commitment would last for a lifetime. That's what I signed up for. You know, but, you know, I didn't realize that, I mean, at the time, I didn't realize that they were watching me so intently like that. Like, oh, she getting it. She don't need him to do that. She doing this. She don't, you know, and then so a lot of times you see a woman just trying to take over. If you don't allow a man to be a man, there's no reason for them to stay if that's their desire. It's one thing to be a partner, but when a woman trying to do her job, telling a man how to do his job or doing his job to show him that that's what he needs to do, don't no man want that.
DJ, what's your thought, baby girl? Be quiet.
Okay, so I am now back, and
Okay.
and I know generic with the topic. I had to step away for a minute, but I'm listening. I listened to the end of Unmarried, and if you could just repeat the question, because I know generally what the topic is.
Why do you think so many women are single?
Oh, okay. There's many reasons. So a lot of women are single. I'll just name a few. How about starting with me?
Okay.
Wow. I'm single based on disobedience.
Oh, wow.
Because I didn't have to be from the divine. If you really want to, that's my story.
Wow.
I wasn't, God didn't, that was not his plan for me to be single. So with that being said, choices, you know, not being in a position to receive our husbands, or women, I've heard women say that they just can't find good men because maybe they make too much. You know, they're in a certain financial bracket. If you're talking about a man of color, when I worked, there weren't too many. I mean, there were single white women, but there were a lot more married white women than it was African American women. But there are a lot of African American. You know, it's not. I'm just talking about me. So it can be because of. Yeah, those are my. Yeah, I mean, those are my input. You know, maybe some of them can't find them. You know, I hear a lot of black women say, "I don't know where they are." It just seems few. Some of it is just merely by choice. I mean, I don't know what some of the other responses are, but those are mine.
So we're gonna open up the phone line. The phone line.
Okay, well, just tell me, did I hit any that has been spoken on?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I mean, everybody.
Okay.
So, I mean, well, I don't know about as far as making more money than the partner. I don't know if we talked about that, but overall, yeah. I mean, different women have different reasons for why, you know, they're single, but not hitting it in the way. And I'm gonna mute you for a second, but not hitting it in the way that you did, because basically what you said was, I am single because I was disobedient. So that's deep. Like, that took it real to a deep level, because, you know, we did at some point say I do. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I think everybody on this line has said I do before, right? Everyone is an ex-husband. So
I've been married.
So we, you know, that's deep when you take it on that level. Like, we were blessed with spouses, but for whatever reason, whether we felt it was his reason or whatever it was, we didn't stay, or we didn't have enough space to work at it, or whatever. If it wasn't, and I don't think any of us was in like a abusive situation, but we didn't take account of what we did in the relationship or whatever, and didn't, you know, put it in God's hands, or whatever the situation was, and so we are single. So now we're single when we were married. So I get what she's saying. Like, you know, we have to look at our part as there was some disobedience on our end too. We can't just always blame the other person within marriage when it fails. You can always say it was you can't always say, well, it was his fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure there was some faults in you too, or all of us. You know. Yeah. So I get what she's saying about feeling like, okay, you know, especially when you look at it in that way. Like, that's deep. And a lot of people don't like to look in the mirror and say, you know what, the reason why I'm on my second or third or fourth, fifth marriage or whatever, you know, it ain't because I ain't a dime piece, because I'm attracting them, but what is it about me that the marriages are not staying? Like, what's my part in it? Like what you always say, Kim, when you take out all the other stuff, what's the common denominator in all of it?
Every relationship you're in, you are in it.
Yeah. So there's a reason.
Accountability looks ugly sometimes.
For me, I had to learn a lesson in getting my divorce and stuff. I learned because there was a period of time I was just like, you know what, it's not working, you know. Because we was doing that back and forth stuff when we were dating. So when the marriage got trouble, like, you know, I'm out of here. You know, we were young. You know what I'm saying? But it taught me that if you really want your home and you really want your family and y'all love each other, ain't no violence or craziness, just disagreeing, whatever, you know, and you love this person and that person loves you, y'all need to fight for it. Like, why are you so quick to give it up? Like, fight for your wife. Fight for your family. This is my thing. I feel like nobody should be able to come in, you know, and break up your home when you're with who you want to be with, you know. But people allow outside people to come in, and sometimes some chicks will mess with your man just because she's jealous of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some craziness out here, but you can't allow just prayer, like pray together, like pray. There's some things you can't control, but I'm still just like, well, I'm not about to let you. If I've decided that he's who I'm going to be with, you're not about to come in and mess up my home. No, that's not about to happen. So you might throw rocks at it, might crack a window here or there, but we'll mend it.
Okay, well, my question to you, Tricia. Okay, let's say that's how you feel. And you're mending, and your husband realized no matter what he does, you're going to just forgive him, you're going to fix it. I mean, at what point do you say enough? You wait till he get old and he's tired of bullshitting around? I mean, when?
So
when is the cutoff?
It's important that he loves you. Like, if he's doing all that, that's not love. Why would you stay with someone who disrespects the vows and the commitment that you made? That ain't love. If you have decided that I'm the one that you want to be with, but then you stepping out not just once, twice, you keep doing it, that you don't love me. And why should I waste my time being with someone who don't love me? I'm a queen. There's somebody out there, there's another king out there who's waiting on you to act up. I'm not. Why be in a relationship with marriage or whatever if they keep repeating the same offense? That means they've got to the point where they just don't give a damn. And if you get to the point where you don't give a damn, that means you don't love me. So why am I here? No.
It's beyond the not love, though. It's about the respect. You know, respect me first, love me second. If they're doing things that are constantly hurting you, or if they're just not keeping their word, that's disrespectful to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look me in my face, you sign these papers, and you flat out lied. Just tell me what it is. Like, you don't lie throughout the whole damn thing. Tell me up front so I don't expect nothing else. But the problem is people don't respect what they're saying. They don't respect their own words. They don't stay true to what they're saying themselves. They don't have the time to be life or accept what they're saying to be a fact, to be a truth. They speak out of their emotions. They speak out of the moment. And when that moment changes, then they go back to being exactly who they are or doing exactly what they've been doing. People say too much in their emotions. They're not doing things based out of, you know, logic and fact and information. They're not doing that. But the emotions are what get people caught up.
Right. We got a caller. So, caller, I'm pulling you in now. You tune in to On the Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion. What's your name and where you calling from? Oh, you just want to listen? Okay. Hello. Going once, going twice. Okay. I just want to listen. So you don't have to call in to listen. You can just listen from the website. So if you go to blogtalkradio.com/Patricia Goins, you can listen in on the show. But if you call in, I'm expecting, would you talk to us?
Make sure you don't have the mute button on. They might be talking and can't hear nothing.
No, they might. Okay, so I'm going to do it again just in case. Okay. So I'm bringing you back on. You going once, going twice. On the Move Unscripted. Is there somebody there? All right. So whoever, I'm going to go ahead and hang you up because you can listen from the website. So anyway, back to y'all. So I you know what Kenny got on me? Kenny said, Kenny be on me. He tells me I'm too like hardcore military. I'm just like, no. I am prior military. That's my thing. Huh?
That was a little aggressive. Well, you go to. What if they don't have a computer? What if they don't have a computer to go to the website? You know, and they just want to listen in. Maybe they just want to hear a little advice. Maybe a little bit later, they may focus. Just like, hello, you gonna talk? We talking to you? You gonna talk to us? All right, go to our website. Click. I'm about to click you off. Click, and it's on to the next.
I'm so sorry. That's the soldier in me. I can't help it. I'm sorry. All right. That's what Kenny told me. He was like, you just, hey, that's why it's unscripted. That is the reason why. That's the one thing I freaking love about the podcast. Can I just be me and have fun and just, you know what I'm saying? And if I don't say the right thing, do the right thing, whatever, it's unscripted. Y'all understand that? So I'm saying nothing. I say the heart.
Wow. Kim, what's so funny? Kim, why you laughing? What's so funny?
Because it's funny. It's funny.
No, it's you got about 18 seconds.
Because she does that every time.
You ain't saying hello?
Yeah, you got 2 seconds to say something. She don't give you time to part your lips. Patricia don't give people time to part their lips and say
what? I did. You gotta be ready. You know, you gotta be ready.
I hear you.
When you hear that thing says you are unmuted, be ready. The lips need to already be forming the first 10 vowels or syllables. Like, yeah, you gotta be ready.
Okay, so look, the person that was calling in is on my page. He said he's watching. So he was having problems with his phone.
Damn, that's so wrong. See how people do. I'm sorry, sir. But you wasn't saying nothing.
He said some other things. Yeah, he said his phone was acting weird. He just tried to call and he couldn't, and you couldn't hear him. So I don't know. Try to call back, Daryl. Try to call back in. 516-387-1247. Yeah, I just told him.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, try to call back in and share your thoughts on the topic.
That is the soldier in me, and I it's not on. It's not.
Don't blame it on the soldier. Don't even do it. No, it ain't. It's you in you. Don't. It's for you.
But that's the thing I love about On the Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion, because I can just be myself. You know what I'm saying? I may not say everything that's right, but so what? I can let my hair down and all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay, this may be the caller right here. No, this is a Columbus, Ohio. What's going on? You have tuned in to On the Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion. I see that 614, so I know you're calling in from Columbus. Oh my God!
Check your phone. Make sure there's nothing wrong on your phone.
Hello.
I heard somebody.
They in the background. You tuned in.
Can you hear us? Hello?
Wait a minute. Say that voice again.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. Is
Yeah,
that
we
Brian?
can hear you.
Is that Brian?
Okay, what's up?
Is that Brian Love? Oh my, be love and
Be love.
Be love and
What's going on, be love?
Hey, what's up?
Oh my
Hey,
God!
I got someone else here too.
Who?
I got someone else here too.
Bring it out. Come on now,
What's happening? P?
John.
Yeah, what it do?
Oh my gosh, we got a Walnut Ridge reunion up in the freaking house.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes, sir.
John.
On the rig.
Me and John know each other even longer than that because we went to elementary school together. That's how long I've been knowing John.
Yeah. Leewood in the house. What's happening?
What? You said
He said Leewood.
Yes, Leewood, and then Walnut Ridge. That's what's going on. Okay. So
Yeah.
y'all called about our discussion tonight, right? Because we do want to hear from men. You know what I'm saying? So our discussion tonight is, because I know football. What is it? Football? Something going on. Brian told me something was going on. What's going on?
Yeah. Football's on.
Football.
Yeah. It's about to be halftime, so we got some time.
No, Brian. Don't you jump in the phone, Brian. Brian don't play. If everybody remembers, B Love and I had a show that came on Mondays. I don't know if you remember on the Move Unscripted. I started with Brian in Columbus. Yeah. I'm glad you called in, Brian. So y'all gotta so now that y'all called in, y'all gotta answer y'all gotta join in on the discussion. So we want to hear from both of you. Why do you think so many women are unmarried?
So many women or so many black women?
Or however you want to break it down. Let's start with Brian first, and then John. So get each one at a time. Come on, Brian, you first. Why do you think? Or have you ever been married before? Let's start there. Have you ever been married before?
Oh, I've never been married before. I did the common law thing for many years. You know what I mean? But I never been married before. But the times have changed. I don't know. Different people think differently. Everybody about self.
So have you never wanted to get married? Have you ever had a desire to get married?
Oh, most definitely, yeah. Most definitely I did. But somehow I didn't go that route, that way.
Wow.
What stopped you, actually? What stopped the marriage?
Well, a lot of little bullshit. You know what I mean? Why the marriage didn't go on. There's a lot of, communication dropped, all that. Communication stopped. Spending time slowed down. On each his own, whatever we was going through at that time. So I just still feel like, that as far as my experience, my it was like, I felt it was like a little bullshit that stopped it, and it shouldn't have.
Did you all?
Can I ask you how long you were in your common law?
But I'm still for marriage. Marriage is, definitely one day in my plan, my goal. You know what I mean? So I'm not marriage. I just, it just seems like today marriage is quick and hit, quick and go. It don't last long.
Yeah, that's a fact. Why do you think that is?
My grandparents stayed before they had passed away. Rest in peace. They was together for 74 years. Right. I said, grandfather, how did it last that long? He said, listen to it. He said, God damn, that's hard, man.
So I'm curious, John. Same question to you. Why do you think so many women are unmarried?
Kind of like
piggybacking off of what Brian said, times have changed. I don't think that it's like times have changed and not necessarily communication. I think women are more influenced by, and I say women, I'm not saying men, women are more influenced by their surroundings. You know, we have, women's lived is fighting forever and a day, and I think that they feel like this last feeling has been broke with the election of a female president or a woman president, and they feel like they kind of like just letting their hair down and being like
They want to be in more control.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying they got this newfound control, this newfound sense of power, and they forgot where they drew their strength from the beginning. While you were talking to Brian,
Thanks for tuning. Go ahead.
while you were talking to Brian, I Googled behind every man is a strong woman or just a woman, and all of these, and you do it yourself. All these little ditties came up. All these little signs and little placards and all kinds of stuff. That you can purchase and that you can cut and paste and copy. But behind every man is a woman, is a strong woman, is a woman. Okay, that's cool. That very may be true, and that's all. And I think that has been true since dawn of time. But here we are today. Google behind every man, and you're going to see a whole bunch
That's
of
what
BS.
they call short, though.
No, you're going to see.
They call short because they start everybody thinking for themselves.
No, hold on.
In a relationship. Go ahead.
They say behind every man is an angry one. Is a cross, a woman with her arms crossed, and all that other stuff. And I think that just carries on to today in the way things have gone. I think women have forgotten that, you know what, we here and we gave you your homage. We say, you know what I'm saying? All you hear today is, I made it. I made my money. Why can't he? Men ain't never said that crap. I ain't gonna say never, but it wasn't something that a man would normally say. Oh, I made this money all by myself. Ain't no woman helped me. 9 times out of 10, it was a woman that helped that man start that small business or that church or whatever.
She believed in back then. She believed in but the believing in the man was stronger.
Yeah, but today, man, look, all you see all over the internet, all over the news, on T-shirts, while you're walking in Walmart, I got this, I made this.
I'm saying women, I say that they just use men, power to use for men losing their jobs. I think so.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that?
So what do you think about that, Kim? What do you think about what they said?
I didn't even.
Yeah, what do you think about it?
I couldn't really hear what he said. That's why I was asking if he would repeat that last thing.
Okay, what part did you? Okay, well, I can't ask you what you didn't hear. I'm just gonna say the times are different. In a nutshell, back in the day, men didn't forget where we came from. Men didn't forget who helped. You know what I'm saying? Who helped them? Waiting to Exhale was a movie. You know what I'm saying? That man, or what was it? No, Diary of a Angry Black Woman. That brother forgot who was in his corner, but that's not men in general, and in our era, in our age range now, and I feel like it's not reciprocated, because women are all about, I made this, I got this, I got here on my own, I got this. You can see T-shirts, you can see banners, women yelling it in the middle of a parade. Man, your guys would stone a man if a man was walking in a parade talking about, ain't no chick help me get this. I made this dough. But it ain't the same for us. And it ain't the same for y'all. And I think that's why women can't find a man, because they think, a lot of them, I'm going to, they got the walls up and they think that they did it all by themselves, and they did.
I get what I understand. Saying, I definitely, you know what, John, to your defense, I remember there was a time, I can be open and honest, because I understand what you mean. When I was younger, at the time I was making the money like we was getting it. 25, me and my ex-husband was freaking doing the darn thing. But I because I was making, he was holding down the security part of it, and I was making more of the cash flow. But my mind was too young back then to even understand that it was a teamwork effort back then. But so I had gotten to the point where I'm just like, we was having our problems. I'm just like, I don't need you. I can do this by myself. I don't need you. But when I got divorced, I understood. I learned, like, nah, baby girl, that was teamwork. I have yet to reach that height again with a partner, but I feel like I'm on my way there or whatever. But me and my ex-husband, we got it, but I didn't appreciate it because I wasn't mature enough to understand, the beauty of that teamwork. Like he like I can make as much money as I want. I didn't have to worry about buying no insurance, none of that kind of stuff. He took care of all that. His job took care of all that. So and half the bills and everything. Yeah, I was too young though to understand it and respect it. It wasn't until I got divorced and I went through hard times. I'm like, oh, hold on, wait a minute, where am I at? I was right. What the hell just happened? Did I just get out of a tornado? Did I get dropped in freaking Wonderland? What the hell am I? Yeah, I learned the lesson. Right. That was a long journey.
Brothers get tired of being and brothers get tired of being that practice dude. You know what I'm saying? That's what your husband was. He was that practice dude. He tried to tell you that, you know what, I got you. You got me. You may make more money than I do, but it's a team thing. And then, like you said, after the divorce, because I've been divorced. I'm divorced. And you know what? My ex-wife, she get it now. She's like, wow, we could have done a whole lot, but it took me to actually get serious and pull the trigger and be like, okay, we divorced. I can't do this no more for you to get it. And now she hopefully she's a better woman. But a lot of
women do that for men.
But check this out. Yes, you learn from me. But check this out. How many other brothers that you're going to come across has already been that first dude who's like, nah, marriage ain't for me, and you can stay single?
You said what?
That goes both ways. Let me jump in on that real quick, because what you're saying, let me say something. What you're saying is not 100% incorrect, but you have to consider that it goes both ways. And when you made mention about men are not saying I did it all by myself. Now it's a little stretch, but this happens. If any of you ever watched The Jeffersons, okay, black couple,
the who?
Both of them The Jeffersons. The Jeffersons.
Okay.
Both of them came from zero. They both came from nothing, right? They were married.
Right.
George Jefferson says all the time, I did this by myself. I came up from nothing all by myself. Didn't nobody help me. But you got a wife, dog. She's been with you since you were nothing. Like both y'all were nothing at the same damn time. So you cannot just say that it's one-sided, because women have for a very long time and continue to hold men down and raise you up and stand on the sidelines and give you all the support that you need. We had a conversation already. Give you the support that you need and whatnot. To help make you better. And then what do y'all do? Not all of you, but y'all take what we give you and then go give it to somebody else. Instead of trying to make sure that it stays within the household, we can both build, we can both grow, we can both be strong, we can both solidify our communication, we can both rise as kings and queens and emperors and gods and goddesses, whatever. It goes outside of the household. So I'm not saying that 100% of what you're saying is incorrect, but it's got to be dealt with on both levels, because we both do this to each other. The question is, why are we doing this to each other? The answer is because we got conditioned to do it. This is being taught in our history. We're taught to do this, and we're not paying attention to the teaching. We keep blaming each other for what we're doing to each other, not understanding that each of us is being taught by somebody else to do it. The blame is in the wrong place. We got to start taking responsibility and hold ourselves accountable as individuals and as couples to stay couples, to work through our shit, to look with four eyes at what's really going on, what's causing the divide between us.
And not only that, but the other thing is a lot of men do not know how to tap into their emotions. And so they're not able to tap into their emotions. They're not really tapping into their woman's emotions. And so they feel like I'm the man, I'm alpha, I'm this, you need to do this, all that kind of stuff. But what about tapping into the woman's emotions? If a woman is happy and loving you, you're not going to have to worry about that. But are you treating her like a queen? Are you making her feel like a queen? And not just by what you're doing, Cass, because that ain't enough.
Both of y'all putting the cart before the horse. Both of y'all putting the cart before the horse. Both of y'all making you feel like a king. But no, everybody want to get talking about king and queen and making people feel. But that brother can't make you feel like a queen if your walls is up. And do you realize that you had to go back to the 70s, 1977, to get a reference about a man talking about this woman got my back? That goes to show, like you said, we are conditioned. We are conditioned. Here we are. I mean, you black women, here we are. Do y'all go make some T-shirts? Combat that woman who says, I made this money all by myself. Because, again, I stress it. If a man is in a parade somewhere or walking around with a T-shirt or anything like that, talking about, I made this money, she ain't helped me, y'all, I have a fit. And brothers hear that constantly. I hear that on that. What's that guy with the funny glasses? Everybody all mad at the black guy? Nah, the black guy is the guy talk show all the women mad at. You know what I'm talking about? Sammy.
I don't know his name, though, but I know what you're talking about.
Kevin Samuels, whatever it is. Now, I only heard a few things, but you know what? Man, I don't know. But what I'm saying is that he's saying the same thing. He's like, look, y'all keep on yelling equality, y'all got it. Mm-hmm. Get it back.
Mm-hmm. So,
you said what now? So, was that last comment?
I would like.
What you say?
Go right here.
I didn't hear the last comment. I was asking you to repeat your last comment.
The last comment. I said, everybody, women keep yelling equality. Financially, y'all got it. Y'all financially, y'all got it.
About money. Why is it
so
all?
You know what? Y'all went there. We ain't got to talk about money. We can say straight with feelings. When men say, "Yo, a man can't be in this feeling and say I made this money," but a woman can straight up say it in a bar. She can say it at church. She can say it in the parking lot at Walmart. She can say it anywhere in the library, wherever the heck we can gather.
So that's why you stay single.
This is Deshaun, and I think so. Well, I know it goes back to going to accountability. So I think we recognize all these things, so we have to be honest. Come to the table with honesty. And then be accountable and say, yes, I do that. Just like you just listed all the things that women, based on the T-shirt with the money. You are correct. These things do exist. But when you're talking about two working together, you just got to put it out all on the table. Honest. Nothing hidden. Information.
So you tell me
and build.
What you say,
and that's the truth.
Everybody can't handle honest.
I didn't hear what you. If you can't start with that, then I don't know. You got to start with that.
So the man coming to you.
What's
okay,
the alternative? What's the alternative if it's not honesty? I mean, at some point in your growth, it's got to come out.
Alternative, you get up and walk away.
You said what?
What? The alternative is you might get up and walk away.
Stay single.
But then you're going to carry that same. You're going to.
So let them answer.
Right, but you're going to
let them answer.
Carry
so what do
the
you mean
same.
by walk away? DJ, let them answer. What do you mean by walk away?
Some honesty makes a person get up and walk away. Because if they're on the table, honesty. And then don't get me wrong. I hate no honesty is right. You got to have honesty.
And everybody
but then everybody can't take it.
Okay,
well,
then you're not ready.
I'm just saying somebody will get up and walk away.
Okay,
so
but you're going to.
Am I the only one missing hers? Like I'm not hearing his complete sentence ever. What are you saying? What about walking away? Say that again. Say all of that one more time.
Okay, I'm saying honesty is good. Yeah, you're right. Honesty got to be on the table. You're right. But all I was saying is that some people can't have honesty, and I'm still with the alternative. Somebody get up and walk away from the relationship.
Right. And then
the problem with that is everybody gets up and walks away. Everybody walks away from the relationship. That's why shit don't happen. That's why we don't stay together, because everybody's walking away. People look at honesty.
Exactly.
Let me rephrase that. Honesty is not. Honesty is not the normal. If we start making honesty the normal, you will have no reason to get up and walk away because somebody's lying.
Right.
Because people will be telling the truth. But people are not honest with themselves. That's the problem. Everybody's living in their representative. Everybody want to be or be seen as what they think they are. They want to be seen as the representative, but that's not who they are. So when those two people get together and the representative, they done got put to the side. Now you got two people that are together that don't even know each other and can't stand one another. Y'all, those are ones that's not working nothing out. Those are ones that's not communicating because y'all never met. Both of y'all came to each other lying. You came in as your representative. She came in as her representative. Y'all got married. Eventually, your representative said, we're going to sit down, we're going to chill, we're going to see what they about to do. And y'all say, I don't like neither one of these. I do not like this motherfucker here. Because y'all never met each other. You never took the time to learn each other. And when you make whoever made the statement earlier about a man can't make a woman feel like a queen if she got her guard up, that's when you go in, bruh, because you need to find out why she got her guard up. But that's what some men don't do. Y'all don't dig. You don't find out what the problem is. You see a problem and take a quick left. Oh, she ended. I'm out. Find out why I'm about to say something wrong, but find out why she ended. Quit being so fast to run away. We do this too much to each other all the damn time. We don't take enough time to find out what the problem is. We all got issues, and let's figure out where they came from. Let's figure out how we get a solution to these problems so they don't keep repeating in our cycle. So we don't have children that have the same issues that we got. Because I guarantee you some of the issues that we got in our relationship didn't even come from us. We inherited them. We doing too much and not enough with each other. Let me calm myself down. Go ahead. And
that is some honesty, and that's true. And then I think the two people have to have that same type of passion and a commitment to do that, because everybody doesn't want to do that. Everybody don't want to go and dig deep. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so you got to make sure that other person
and they don't
do that.
There you go. All right, so please just down. I because it cut out for a second, but I want to say this. You guys, you women, are changing the narrative. You asked. Why? What was the topic again? The topic?
Why?
You guys are changing the narrative.
Why women? Not me.
Yeah, why are
and you're asking from a male perspective.
Yeah,
true.
So tell me, what have you learned? Quit telling us what you see. This is one thing I know, and I know about debating fairly. I can't control you. You can't control me. We control ourselves. So in the midst of a debate or whatever it is, you can only speak from your point of view. You can't say, well, this is what we should do. Nope. You can't control me. What should you do? Now, I put it on the table and said that there's a culture that is being created where the women say, I got this. And they don't make no threat about it. They're dead in a man's face all day long. They're dead in the middle of an argument. They're usually masculating.
Okay,
that's a small percentage of women.
Don't do small percentage that. Don't celebrate that. That's a whole culture. Go to Google right now. Go to Google right now.
So can you repeat what you just said? Because I want to hear what you said. What did you just say? Because I didn't hear. I didn't hear it all.
Besides
in
go to
terms
Google,
of what you say, in terms of what you say we do all day long.
Oh, the culture has been already. Okay, I don't know. Okay. Can everybody else hear me?
I can't really.
Can everybody else hear me?
So what he's saying is that.
Let him say what he's saying. Okay. Can he please repeat his question?
I hear him. I don't know what
his response. Okay, can you repeat it, sir, just one more time, please?
I will repeat what I said. I said that a culture has already been created about the basically. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sis?
Yeah, we hear you. A culture, we heard you. We hear you.
Okay, smooth. Okay, so I said a culture has already been created with the attitude of me first and I got mine. And I'm saying that men often hear this in the midst of an argument, and it's emasculating. And
right.
What now you said this is we don't speak for all men. We speak for a lot of them. We don't speak for all men. And we say that we are tired of hearing that and that attitude. Okay, we're tired of that. So now you with that information, what do you do?
I would look at myself to see if I function like that when it comes to a man. I would look at myself and see if that is what I'm doing.
Okay, so now here's the relationship. Brian being doing it. All right, so figure this out. So if you say you want to look at yourself and you don't see it, but your man say, this is what you do it, and this is when you do it, then what? We're just being honest here.
Well, I would take it a little different and really listen and say, I would have to see myself at some point. I can't say that I'm not doing it if I am.
Okay, cool.
And if I see that is causing a problem and it's an issue and you don't like it, it's something. Unless I know that you're crazy or you're just making it up or you just tell lies.
Okay, but take it a step further. Because in this same culture that I'm speaking about, women, a lot of times, I'm not going to class all women, a lot of times will take it to their girlfriend and say, do I do this? And say, you know what I'm saying? They take it to another woman and they get another woman's perspective. And then just because I've been married twice, 9 times out of 10, and I had the same problem both times, 9 times out of 10, there's one in there saying, well, girl, you didn't need him anyway.
Oh, okay. But can I interject?
Let me say this. You're real women, Tricia. And that's true. Someone will say that. Okay, can I finish my answer? But I will say this. If you go to a true girlfriend, your true girlfriend may not bust you out in front of her man, but if you're doing something wrong, I was in a situation, the prime example, and Trisha's a very, very good friend of mine, and I did something that, you know, it was unimproving. She didn't bust me out in front of the guy I was seeing, but as my friend, she owed me her honesty to let me know I was wrong at what I was doing. So your true friend will tell you the truth.
So
don't assume that all your girl friends gonna lie just to be on your side, because your real friends they're like your sisters. They will break you down and be very honest.
Quick.
And close that.
Wait a minute. No. Let me. My turn. So John, you've been married twice, right? You've been married twice. So you are the common denominator in both of them marriages. So I understand all the stuff they was doing wrong. I feel you on that. But have you ever looked at why you were the common denominator? Like, what was you doing? Like, I feel like sometimes women, we're single because the men, or we don't stay in these relationships or whatever, because the men don't want to look at themselves and what they're doing and the things that they're saying and how they saying or how they moving and grooving. And so if a woman is, the thing about a woman is she will fuss, she'll complain, she'll talk about it, because her feelings, her heart, her emotions is in it, and she really wants to save it. You know what I'm saying? When you need to worry is when a woman becomes silent, because when she becomes silent, that means she's already clocked out. Men need to also understand their part in it. You can't all blame the woman. Oh, the reason because the woman says, I make more than you, this, that, and the other. Okay, fine and dandy. Why is she talking to him like that? What happened to the respect? What is he doing that she doesn't have, that it's making her not respect him in that way? So then you got to bring him down and see what's going on with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he not doing? Is he not trying to contribute? Is he being lazy? What is he doing? What is it about him that makes her speak to him that way? There's more to that story than just her saying, I make more than you. There's other stuff. I remember there was times I used to be really stressed out. I think one of the reasons that made me be like, you know what, this is me, this is what I'm doing, because I used to work hard. I'm not lying. I've always been a hard worker. And so I'm out working from sun up to sundown. You get home before me. You know, you're at home before I am and stuff like that. You don't even, it's just like you're waiting for me to come home and cook after I've been gone all day long and all that kind of stuff. And mad if I don't. Like, you don't want to do nothing around. You want to do that. I'm man, you woman. I don't got to do nothing around the house. I don't got to do nothing. All I got to do is go to work and come home. Oh, wait a minute. This is not slave days. Like, why do I have to go out and work as hard as you? And yes, I'm contributing more, but then you're not even trying to match it. You ain't even trying to do nothing. You just chilling. Like, I gotta get my girl got it. I'm chilling. I put my part in there, and that's a wrap. Let her go out there and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all. For me, it was just like, that's not a partnership type thing. If I'm doing all the labor type stuff, I gotta work like a Hebrew slave and come home, cook, clean, this, that, wash, all, and you ain't trying to do nothing. And I'm like, okay, so if my job is to cook, clean, take care of the kids, work, all that kind of stuff, what's your job? And he's like, my job is to fix stuff. I'm like, you ain't even fixing shit because I lied out. So women get worn out. You know what I'm saying? And that's when for me, that's what it was. It was just like, it wasn't an even balance. And that's what made me, it wasn't even, it had nothing to do with money, really. What it was, it just wasn't an even balance. The relationship I'm in now is much more even balance. We really got each other's back. It's much better balance. But then it was just like, because I'm a go-getter. I'm going to go get it. Like, that's in my DNA. And so any man that I'm with got to rock with me. He got to be a go-getter too. Let's go get it. But if I feel like I got to go get it, pull it, bring it back, it's in your hands, and you just sitting there like the Godfather. No. So that was my thing. What about the man? What about the man? Huh? Sitting like the Godfather. Feet up on the couch, so that's the shit. You know, like the Godfather with the feet up on the couch. No.
I want to ask a question to the guys, if I can. I want to ask the fellas, why let's flip this. Why are you all not getting married?
Not getting married?
Getting married?
Right.
Yes,
Sir,
right.
I said he would. I said I would. I
You
absolutely would never follow
never.
it. I would never, ever, 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 ever get married again.
Wow.
You said you would never get married again?
I got more time behind me than I got in front of me. No time to wait. I can't do it. I can tell you in both. I can tell you.
I want that one by my side.
You mean to tell
Say
me
what?
if you're in a relationship with someone that you love and you truly love this person, like you love this freaking woman? Oh my gosh, she is everything God can pray for, and she wants to. You mean to tell me, John, you would not do it if she really was like, I want to get married? You would not, even though you love her.
Hey, let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. Let me tell you this.
No.
If she hit the lottery, and told me I never have to work again, all we could do is be neighbors. Buy me a mansion next door to yours. We are not getting married.
Wow. So you are honest with the women up front then?
Oh, yeah. That, and you know what? That sometimes has hindered me, because I believe in brutal honesty. I mean, I've learned to soften or curve my tongue a little bit. But I believe in being honest. If I don't like something, then I'm gonna let you know. And if you don't like something, I expect you to tell me.
Wow. That's deep.
Yeah,
I see this.
We'd be best friends.
Say what?
I said we would be best friends.
Yes, we would. Because if you're looking for a committed relationship and you're willing to put your 100% in it, I mean, I have more years, I have more years behind me than, I don't know how many years I have in front of me, but I know with each tenure, stuff,
right.
break down or not. But if there is a man that's coming to the table, we are in a great relationship. We have excellent communication. The love is there. We're a dream team. And he want to get married. Well, because I'm not gonna sit up there and be your girlfriend while you just kicking it, and and like, oh well, after 5, 7 years, or what about when y'all build y'all build?
How long do you wait for the marriage? Yeah.
How long what?
Well, how long you be a girlfriend? That's the thing. How long will you be a girlfriend?
Okay, 3 years is my maximum. I mean, because I feel like I'm older now.
Wow.
I'm older now. I don't need to be in a 10-year boyfriend girl. A friend of mine's family member is so excited after 14, 15 years with her boyfriend. He finally asked her. And she is, ecstatic. And I'm very happy for her. But I was just astonished. Like, there's just no fucking way. There's no need for that. Like, and if you're older and you're supposed to be more mature, then why do you need to be in a 6, 7, 8 boyfriend girlfriend? That's ridiculous. Because at this point,
nope, that's too far. I agree. That's too far. But 5 the max.
I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
I say 5 the max.
Okay, but like that 5, that 4th into that 5th, that's because y'all planning that wedding. Y'all have already been engaged. It don't take 5 years to decide if you love this person, and then like, okay, if she lasts 5 years, then maybe, because by this time maybe y'all done built some stuff together, or both of y'all were in the best of health, and when y'all could have done so many things together. And, I knew a couple that was together for a long time, 20, 30. She had a child for him. Excellent. So made sure everything. He waited until he got sickly, and then he wanted to get married. Now, to me, when you were nice and healthy and bouncing around, I wasn't worth that. But now you in a different physical situation, and now you really, really need me. You're not going to be able to we're not going to still be able to do the same things together. And yes, I love you, but now I feel like you're using me because when you were okay, it's okay to start off wherever y'all at. And then as your relationship prolongs, if somebody's health starts failing, that's one thing. That's because they put in the time. But if you with that person, you kicking it, but you're not interested in marriage, now you sick. Now you might die. Well, now I'm going to be lonely. Ain't nobody else going to want me in this condition. Let me go ahead and ask her to marry me. Man, beat it.
Come on now. Is your health in it? Come on now. If y'all was married and you got sick, you would take care of. So now the fact that you ain't married, you get sick. You're talking about you should have got me.
If you wanted to get married, if the woman wanted to get married and you've been holding off, and then suddenly you get sick, now you scared. So now you ready for just in case something happens, you need somebody there in your corner. But she would have been in your corner anyway.
Okay, so now he's scared. Now he's married. Ain't nobody getting you.
One at a time. I ain't hear y'all. Everybody
talk up. My bad. I said ain't nobody getting you.
Not at all. Yeah, I need you right now. Yeah, okay.
We think so differently. That is so wow. We think so differently. So what would prolong? Why? Why do you need so many years to figure out? And whichever one is saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's basically saying, okay, first of all, a woman has her worth. You're supposed to be worthy of her love. You have to show that. Where's your commitment to that? Where's your ride or die for that?
So I constantly got to keep showing that?
No, but what, 3, 4, 5, whoever said 5, 5 years? I mean, you comfortable, but ain't no need to get married. Ain't no need to get married,
I'm not
saying go all the way to 5. I'm just saying that was just a match. I'm just saying that we feel each other, still feel each other, still being in love. I'm saying, this is John, and I'm saying, ain't no time limit. If you're going to be with that person, you're going to be with that person. You can't say, you got to put a ring on it, or whatever.
You can't show me a girlfriend.
I understand that. I'm saying.
So there is a time limit.
You saying, I know, and I'm saying there ain't no time limit. If you're going to be with him, you're going to be with him. Period.
Okay,
no matter the paper, no matter the paper,
she's not really worthy. No matter what, but she's not really worthy. She's not really worthy to love enough to put a serious commitment on it. A business arrangement.
I'm just saying she is worthy, always. So if I still open her door and treat her like a queen and all that other good stuff, you telling me because we went past your 3-year expiration date, she feels like she ain't worthy no more. Even though she still get flowers on Wednesday just because. You know what I'm saying? And we go on a weekend tour a couple times a month. Back every Thursday just because. She got to know her worth.
Okay. All right. So. Okay. All right. Well, the only thing I gotta say is if that's it, then the only question I got to ask is why? I mean, you loving her. You love her. You say you love her. You get flowers coming every Wednesday. But why don't you love her enough to want to put a serious commitment that this is the person that you want to be with for the rest of your life because you're that comfortable?
It's already committed. You already committed. Already committed. He's already committed. Would you take a perfectly good
marriage? If you were not married, you are single.
I'm committed to her.
If you're not married, you're single. I mean, you may be in a relationship, but if that's not your husband, and y'all's relationship could be going well. But if that's not your husband, and if that's not what you want in your life, what you want as a man to be with for the rest of your life, then why is it so to just put a commitment on it? You got papers. You don't have to have a wedding, but just papers. You don't even have to have a ring if you don't want to, even though that symbolizes the unison of the two. But if that's not what you want, but why is it that you can love her to be cool and kick back with, but you don't love her enough to want to marry her? Why?
but I'm saying that what difference does it make? I understand what you're saying. Okay, it does. I'm saying that if it ain't broke, it don't fix it. Marriage may change the dynamic, and you know what? We used to talk in the barbershop all the time, and old men, when I was younger, old men used to say, man, they change when you get married. Absolutely. I don't know what it does, and I've been down that aisle twice, and twice I've asked for a divorce. Women change. They get the ring, they get the paper, they get right, whatever it is. But you know what? From what I understand of being married, and from what I've heard from the time I could go to the barbershop all by my daggone self and listen to the old men, you know what? I wish I would have paid attention. Absolutely. Women change once they get that piece of paper. I thought they changed when they moved in. I thought they changed when they moved in.
Hello, caller.
Say what?
You tuned in to On the Move Unscripted. It looks like you're calling from Atlanta. Say your name.
Come on, Atlanta.
Hello?
Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes. You
I
tuned
am
in to
listening
On the
to
Move Unscripted Ladies Roundtable Discussion. What's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm Stephanie. I'm from Atlanta.
You from
What's
where?
going on, Stephanie?
Atlanta.
What's up, Stephanie?
Atlanta in
What's
the
up?
house. So what's your thoughts about our conversation? Why do you think that there are a lot of unmarried women?
I don't know, but good job.
I can only go by my own experience, and I've been part of this conversation. I've been commenting in the chat. What I hear is a lot of people saying their reasons are based on others' behaviors. I can only go by my own. It's where you are in
There
life.
you go.
There are some women who by choice, they're not married. They enjoy being that freedom. They enjoy being solo, being able to come and go as they want. It's their choice. There are some who've been there, and they're choosing this time to stay away and work on themselves. And it's all about self. And so I can go from that perspective. I can't go that based on, because black men don't treat me right. I'm divorced myself. But it's not because I have something wrong. We just grew apart. Good dude. I was a good woman. We just wanted different things after a while. So it didn't make sense for us to be together. That man wasn't for me. I chose him, not God. So I can't base my behavior why I choose to be married based on that. I chose to stay and work on myself. So I, know what I want. So I don't bring it of my mess to the table. And then I get to know what I can bring to the table as well. Because we're both bringing things to the table. I'm looking for something from him. He's looking for something from me. And unless I'm able to provide that and know what that is myself, how can I give that? How can I receive that?
Okay. All right, then.
Respect.
Hold on. Can I ask the caller a question? Still there? Still there? Okay, so you say you're working on yourself. What does that really mean? You say you both were bringing something to the table. I'm assuming you guys. Yeah. You tell me, what does that mean? I'm working on myself.
So what that means is that I have to determine what I want in life. That means that it's work. Being married is hard. It's work. I mean, any relationship is work. I knew that working on myself meant, am I willing to give up something to work on that? What's that sacrifice? And it's sacrifice. It's negotiations. Right now, that working on myself says, hey, I chose to put that energy into my career right now. I knew I wasn't making time for a relationship. Why would I go into one? So I'm going to work on me right now. I'm going to work on increasing my financial being, those things. Work on my attitude. Work on my patience. Work on my anger management.
That's what she said.
That's what I'm sorry, you say again?
What'd you say? Well, I do definitely what the caller is saying. Like, there's nothing wrong with being single, and that is one of the reasons why women are single, is because they want to. They might have just gotten out of a relationship, or they might have gotten out of one in the process of getting to know who they are and what they want. I sometimes that single time is just that time between them and God. God is working on them, and preparing them to be a wife if being a wife is what they desire. I definitely think that if a woman meets a man, or vice versa, and one of them wants to be married, and they need to put that on the table at the beginning of the relationship, before it becomes a relationship, they definitely need to let them know. Listen, like John, I'm cool, I'm good, I'm never getting married. I don't give a damn how much I love you. You will never get a ring from me. They need to put that on the table right up front. And so and if you know that person has said that's what they want, or they're not going to do, why even continue in a relationship with them if you know deep down inside that you want to be married or that you want a family? You want that commitment. Why stay in these relationships? Some women will meet men who say that from the gate. I ain't never get married, and they know they really want to be married. But they'll be like, what, he'll change after a while, you know what I'm saying? Or, I'm going to kick it with him. I ain't worried about that right now. And they'll get all deep and involved in a relationship. And then it's like, okay, I'm ready to be married. And he's just like, look, I told you from the gate I don't want to be married. So why even be with somebody who that's what you want? If they're not trying to do that, if that's not who they are or not what they want, why even continue with them?
You should stop selling yourself for that dream and falling for that dream.
Should not continue to pursue it. Because I'm where the caller is at in life right now, and right now I just want to work on myself. And one reason why is because when I was in a marriage, I did so much to be the backbone for my husband that I kind of put a lot of things that I wanted to do on hold, and then parenthood came into play. But when I got divorced, I had no choice but, because I was appalled. I had no choice but to make a move, and then I just kind of spent the last few, for a while, kind of sitting back, because I make a decent amount of money, but I'm like, I'm still sitting in the same spot where I was at. And like a light bulb went off, and it's like, it's time to get busy. It's time to get busy. So now I'm back working on myself. That way, when God brings the man that he has suited for me, I will be able to come to the table, just fully equipped because I've gotten myself in order. And now I'm happy. I can't make you happy if I'm feeling like I'm not done with something or a little empty inside of something I felt like I really wished I should have done or needed to do. Because the sun is going to rise every day, whether you sit on your ass and do absolutely nothing or whether you get up every day and be a go-getter. Time is not going to stop, so the clock is ticking. I'm a little older. I would like to get myself in order so when the right man comes, I'm ready for him, because that's the woman that got sent for him. So that's where I'm at.
I want to ask John a question, if I can, real quick. You said you would never get married again. One, are you planning on staying single forever, with no one? And what is the difference between being in a committed relationship that you have vowed to be in with this individual and being married on paper? What's the difference for you?
What's the difference in being married on paper and a girlfriend? Is that what you asked? Did I get that right?
No, that's not what I asked. No, that's not what I asked.
I'm sorry.
My question
what did you say?
What is the difference between being in a committed relationship with somebody you have vowed to be in a committed relationship with versus being married? What is the difference for you?
Piece of paper.
Okay. That's what I thought.
That's it. Piece of paper. I'm in a committed relationship right now. And again,
right.
I'm looking for
houses.
I'm looking for houses. I'm looking for houses in her neighborhood because we can be neighbors. But but as far as getting married and all that other stuff, been there, done that. I don't have time. I actually, and I'll be honest, I don't have the patience for it. I don't have the patience for and you may take this the wrong way, but I feel like in my past relationship, I trained them. I trained them women to be better women for the next guy. They learned from me. I'm not going to say that I didn't learn from them, so let's go ahead and say it. But at the end of the day, when it was all said and done, I was ready to go. You didn't treat me the way I felt like you treated me, and this is, and I laid it out. And then after we're married, yep, I can say that I am friends with just about all my ex-girlfriends, ex-wives, whatever, except for one. My ex-wife, my first ex-wife, is crazy. That's another show. But they all just be like, yeah, you know what? That's definitely the match. Yeah, they all say, you know what? Most of them say, I wish I would have paid attention. Absolutely. I wish you would have too. But now, I'm not going backwards. I move forward, and I have me a good one now. But we both know that, she been married, I've been married. We ain't got time for that. And no piece of paper going to change the way I feel about her, and vice versa.
Sounds your match.
There you go.
Sounds your match.
Okay. Well, they both feel the same way, so.
Yeah. I said the marriage is the agreement that you all have with one another, and people are so wrapped up on the governmental legality of it that they're not looking at the spiritual, the business, the emotional agreement that's in place. That's what more so matters. If you deal with it and I'm not even going to go so deeply there, but during biblical times, as it's been written, it's not ever been said that you have to have these things written down and filed in the court for it to be a legal marriage. It was never that. It was like, for instance, when I got married, we had an agreement. We wrote out what we were agreeing to do. Okay, what we going to do, what we're not going to do. This agreement. We signed it under the Most High. Okay, and we had somebody witness that. Now we also got divorced. Why is that? Because part of that agreement didn't get held up. So it wasn't a need to go to court. And let me make it clear, it wasn't on my end, okay? But it wasn't a need to go to court and have to be fighting over assets and all that kind of stuff, because what that person said they were going to do or not going to do, they breached the contract. The contract became void because you didn't hold up your end. If I had breached the contract, it would have been void because I didn't hold up my end. That's the part that makes the marriage, the commitment, the commitment. It's being true to your word, being true to what you say you're going to be about consistently, regardless of what's going on, regardless of what a piece of paper may or may not say, regardless of what other people around you may or may not be about. It don't really have shit to do with that. That's why people keep getting divorced. I've been in a relationship and no relationships where people have been together for 10, 12 years. And the moment they got to a court and made it legal, they were divorced in a year.
Well,
this happens all the time. The
absolutely.
Commitment ain't in the paper. The commitment is in the purpose, is in why y'all doing it. Why are you coming together? Are you going to maintain this? You have to make a choice every day to be with that person, to be honest and true to your word.
Yes, sister.
Wow.
Hmm?
You said what? So in flipping it around in our last 5 minutes of the show, what did y'all learn from women? I mean, we know what you said. We learned from you. We learned from you, Ryan, John. We understand how y'all felt as far as relationships go. Like what it is y'all feel. One of the reasons why women are single is because they're not giving the men respect and thinking that they're building their whole thing all by themselves. Like I got that. Oh, we got a caller. Hold on. Let's bring this caller in. He's coming in the last 5 minutes. Hello, caller. On the move, unscripted. With our last 4 minutes. Tell us your name. What's your name?
Hello.
Hi. Hi. I can hear you. So what are your thoughts about why do you think that women are still single? Like why there's so many unmarried women?
Well, first of all, I'm going to say this and then I identify myself. Basically,
there are characteristics that males have, or young ladies, and then there's characteristics that women have that are attractive to males, and opposites attract, in other words, basically. And that whole systematic thing of people not being, how should I say, they're not going beyond the surface to learn about other people. Everything is, you can't even build get no oatmeal together without having a little water in it. The more water you add, the less consistency you're going to have in it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's easy to just jump up and leave because of selfishness. So basically, what it boils down to, I guess the young ladies that I've known in my personal life throughout the years have been very, very well educated, very well innovative, outgoing, outspoken, whatever case might be. But when we got together, they had their position, I had mine. It wasn't a thing of, oh, I'm going to take the ring or this and that, yada, yada. No, you take the ring out against the world. When we come together, it's you and I. We work together. You do this, I do that. We had an understanding, in other words. I don't want to see another male if I'm talking to a young lady. I don't want to see the characteristics that I see from a male, and vice versa. So we have lost that, and you're allowing your oppressor to the same feminist oppressors that you were talking about earlier. They're sitting here telling you, don't go shun off men and yada yada yada. I'm this and I'm not knocking it, but what I'm trying to say is at the end of the day, because I've seen it happen right before my very eyes. At the end of the day, your female oppressors that is telling you not to go to shun off men and all that other stuff, they going home to their husbands. They driving off in the Mercedes-Benz, going up to their husbands. They driving off in their Bentleys, going home to their husbands. Their fiancés to their homes and stuff like that. And they just, what it is, a lot of these young ladies are lost. They don't have any guidance. They haven't been taught how to be young ladies. Don't talk about there ain't no good men and you ain't no good woman first. Don't talk about there ain't no good women out there and you ain't no good man first. You got to be what you want to have. You can't ask for gold and you ain't even taking care of the silver. So you got to do a self-examination. And like you said earlier, a lot of people don't want to do that. So if you don't want to do the work, then don't talk about coming to school. If you don't want to do the work, then don't go to the job. If you don't want to do the work and put the effort in, you put the effort in for everything else, but you don't want to put the effort in. The other person out for common sense. But a lot of people are so selfish. If I don't get this Birkin bag, you can't even spell Birkin. If I don't get this Birkin bag, then I don't want the relationship. That's selfishness. Go out and get it yourself.
Okay.
But you get more bees with honey.
You get more bees than honey.
I'll give you a jump real quick, and I'm gonna let it go. The bottom line is,
cut up on this. We're going to have to continue on Kim's live. So we're going to go over to Kimberly McCann's live to complete this because we have 48 seconds. Thank you, everybody, for calling in. We appreciate y'all. Live on Kim's page, Kimberly McCann, Queen Guys, King Abbott. Let's finish this discussion. All right, then. On Move Unscripted, y'all.
I'm so in love with you, girl. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Thinking of you. There are no words that I can say to tell you how